Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining in this video. So today it's all about Ketu in the second house. Okay. And as you all know, we have been doing this series on the nodes where every Tuesday and Wednesday I'll be sharing one video on how Rahu and Ketu behave in different houses. Okay. So Tuesday is the house for Ketu and Wednesday is the Wednesday is the day for Rahu. Okay. But then before we go into the meat of the topic, kindly subscribe to the channel, share the content with your friends and family if you find it useful, and do let me know your feedback in the comment section. Okay. So Ketu in the second house, and the second house is all about the eyes and the mouth. It includes vision, diet, and speech. And Ketu is all about ambivalence at best and apathy at worst. So in the second house, Ketu suggests a native who is careless about what goes into his or her mouth. And this can indicate a poor diet or substance abuse in the form of tobacco, alcohol, recreational drugs, or pharmaceutical prescriptions. Physically, there could be numbness or little sensation in the mouth, for example, an inability to taste flavors and as a result appreciate the pleasures of food or drink. And consequently, the native might be fond of spices. Might be fond of spices, not spices, spices. For example, curry, garlic, ginger, or pepper to add zing to his or her favorite dish. Okay. Now, the second house also rules what comes out of the mouth, for example, speech or song or wisdom. So, a malefic Ketu in the second house suggests some disregard for language or lack of vocal control, resulting in poor grammar, swearing, racial, invective, or someone who cannot carry a tune singing or sprouting ignorance. Okay. Now, some aspects of the face, particularly the mouth, teeth, and eyes, may suffer neglect or deterioration in the form of acne or bad skin or crooked or decayed teeth, eye ailments, chancers on lips and gums, and even throat ailments. Okay. If it's a female native, then such a native may neglect certain aspects of her appearance, showing scant regard for coiffure, cosmetics or jewelry. Now, natives of whether it's a male or a female the natives of either sex may have poor vision and neglect to wear corrective lenses because the second house also represents the eyes. And if it's a man, such a man may display some eccentric facial features or adornments, for example, peculiar beard or goatee or mustache or facial tattoos, and even unusual ear piercings. Okay. Now, such a native is usually ambivalent about family members, family history or family values, because the second house represents family, and notions of family honor and tradition aren't always respected by the native, who cares less about what the family has done in the past. Okay. Now, such a native may also become separated from his or her family origins, like literally, such a native might have been given up for adoption or disowned or voluntarily left the family. Or figuratively, these people can turn their back on family, wealth, traditions or values. And there may be something dysfunctional about a family member, for example, a debilitating mental illness or spiritual detachment or abandonment to a dissolute lifestyle. Okay. Or there could be something quirky, murky, mysterious, or even disreputable about certain aspects of the family lineage, for example, paternal legitimacy, financial instability, substance abuse, mental disorders, and even secret marriages. And since the second house is also an indicator of the second marriage, the native may be ambivalent about that prospect, or some characteristics, as I just mentioned, could apply to that prospective spouse. Now, Ketu in the second house is no impediment to money, but merely reflects indifference. Okay, acquisition of knowledge is regarded the same way. So, unless intellectual brilliance compensates for the lack of study, the education may be compromised. And such a native isn't usually interested in material things, so he or she is not likely a collector or a hoarder or a saver, and rather these people are more inclined to give things away. So as a result, poor money management may become a liability, at least in the eyes of other people. Okay. Now the second house is also about authorship. So Ketu here implies carelessness regarding command and control of language. And if such a person is an aspiring writer, then the native is more likely to compose on whims or fancies rather than via daily discipline, to indulge in poetry or lyrics because they demand less perseverance than longer works like novels, and also to be disinclined to rewrite or edit much. Okay, so this is about Ketu in the second house. Do let me know if the predictions match with you. And as I said, please do leave behind your comments in the feedback section. And if you want a consultation or a discussion regarding your chart, you're always welcome to reach me out at the number that is given in the description box. Okay, so I'll see you soon in yet another video. Namaste. Om Guruve Namaha.